Jarkey Bacon.
Hey guys, Jarkey Bacon here, and welcome to another Smite video on the topic of Arachne. Now, before I get into the actual video itself, I have to make a quick update and say sorry for the lack of uploads. This is because I was on holiday for 5 weeks, basically, in different places around North America. I should be uploading more regularly now, and let's see how that goes. So, now let's see. Arachne. Well, Arachne has been needing a rework for a while, and Hi-Res Chris has made it even more possible than it is likely, because Arachne was going to get a rework anyway. But he tweeted a picture of Gandalf's friend, the rabbit rider wizard dude. So this has brought up some speculation. It's a big mystery, but people have been saying that he could be like a pet person, a new pet god, so like Pan or the god of pets, because Pan is the god of the wild, and that would make a lot of sense actually, which would be cool. But that means he would most likely be a mage, but I really don't mind. Pan's my favorite god, and if he's in the game, I love him. So that's cool. Also, another thing, it could be Odin, and so they'll have to rework Odin, but Odin in some of his lore has been an animal tamer, in a way. Another idea was that it could just be Arachne, because I think it's just before they actually go and fight those big spiders at the beginning of the second Hobbit film. So I'm not sure how they got it from that, but people just had ideas that it was pointing to Arachne. But I've been meaning to do this video for a while, but how would they change Arachne to make her fit into the game? And her main problem is not that she has bad basic attacks, not that she hasn't got good HP value. In fact, she levels up quite better than Thor, Humbats, and Bakasura. I'm not saying that Bakasura is one of the top tiers, whatever. Doesn't matter about competitive, as long as they're playable and fun to play, that's great. So, Arachne's main problem is that she doesn't have any crowd control. So, she needs a way to be able to affect a large area of people, such as Humbats' ultimate, Hades' ultimate, Aphrodite's back off, or anything like that, Zeus's lightning, those things make them able to have crowd control. So they're able to control all the other team members, which Arachne doesn't have. She's just meant to single off and attack someone, which is what an assassin does very well, but she's left stranded with especially no jump, which would really suck. I've got an idea. So I'm going to be telling you my ideas about what it could be. So let's see. First, they change her 3 or 2, whichever one they'd like, to have more CC. So her 3 is when she throws down the web and it slows people. That needs a bit more CC and a bit more real use actually, because it's pretty pointless at the moment. I don't use it if I'm tracking down someone. Other than that, I have no other reason to use it. Her 2 could have a bit more, like, have madness as well, because that's a new CC now. I'm not sure how much CC they could add it, because it's already got a silence, cripple, silence and cripple, basically both same thing. Or they could change her spiders, her mini little broodlings, to crit. Now this may not change anything whatsoever, but if they're able to crit, that would do a lot of damage once late game. That would be very, very strong. And in turn, that won't actually like help her problem whatsoever, just make it a super powerful 1v1 or in joust with critting spiders. And if she can even, well, maybe they'll like make her have infinite spiders like she used to, which was pretty awesome actually, because then you could control the other players by just going somewhere and putting down a bunch of spiders before the game even starts. That'd be great. But the most likely thing is that they should probably, now this is me not trying to elaborate the kit too much, trying to keep it Arachne because I love Arachne, she's really fun, is changing her ult to her 3 and getting rid of the 3. Now this may seem like a new idea, big idea, something that's gonna change the whole point of the game, but they take down the cooldown to probably, I don't know, 18 seconds and take away the damage. It'll just be a hook, kind of like Blitzcrank or something like that. And because when I look at Arachne, it's not like Poseidon's Kraken when you're like, oh yeah, that's clearly the ultimate. Or Kumbhakarna's knockup, yeah, that's clearly his ultimate. Arachne, like, when my friend who had never played her before, he thought her too was her ultimate, because it was like Saket's. So, it can really be put into a 3 position, and then they change her ultimate into something else that would have a lot of crowd control. So what I was thinking that I could, well, that she could actually just have something when she's like swings around on someone. Now let me explain this. Okay, so she like throws out a piece of web and starts running around in a circle, and then she eventually achieves liftoff. I don't know how, but she would like swing around and around and around and around, like horizontally, and anybody in that radius would get knocked up or knocked back depending on where they are in the circle, and the person in the middle would be crippled and stunned. Not necessarily taking damage though, because that would be very, very OP. And the way that this could be so useful in a fight, this may be just really overpowered up. Just an idea. But what she would do, she'd go around and she'd like, so, what's a good example? Oh yeah, fire giant. So there's a fire giant, and so the other team is attacking the fire giant. So this could be really effective in when you've lost your Hog 3 player or just any player in general. Arachne goes in, ties herself around the person with Hog 3, stuns them, cripples them, they can't do anything, and swings around and knocks everybody else back. They come and blink, get the fire giant. That could be a game changer. I'm trying to think of how we can make her unique, or instead of another thing, because she doesn't have an escape. What you can do, how about make her 3, which was her ult, so her ult, which is now her 3, into sort of like a Spider-Man move, so it can't go through walls. That's the main thing. I just had this idea on the spot, actually, didn't write it down. But she'd be able to pull people towards her, but when she wants to get away, it's an escape, so she'll whip herself against, so she'll like throw her thing against the wall and pull herself towards the wall, sort of like Spider-Man, which would be pretty awesome actually. It'd be a very unique escape. It'd be probably pretty awesome, pretty annoying actually. So, I mean, that's what I like about Arachne. Actually, no, that would take the fun out of her hiding behind walls. Anyway, it's just idle on the spot. Yeah, Arachne would be super fun to play as, and I love playing her in Joust. She is like, I love just hiding around the corner, especially when people don't know exactly what Arachne normally does. I'm not saying that because the matchmaking system, they're not necessarily noobs, they're just not quite sure what's happening. They come up, bang, spiders everywhere, suck on their blood. And the thing is, you won't exactly, well, actually there you can use your tangled web, but that really doesn't matter, they'll be dead anyway. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you really like these. Please comment down below on what you would like for me to talk about, or if you like your ideas to be shown on the show. I would be happy to use them or steal them, whichever way you want to talk about it. And see you guys next time on the Jarkey Bacon Show.